Hope you are all well. This is K. Umarani, working as an English lecturer in Satyam College of Education under the guidance of our correspondent, Sri K. Murli Mohan sir. We are here to help you, the students, by conducting some video classes on important topic related to your syllabus. Okay, and these topics are very much important in the point of your examination, and these topics are very much important for your future coming competitive examinations. Okay, like DSC, AP type, or C type, and so on. Okay, so here, before going to start our today's topic, I want to remember our Almighty God who have created this universe, and our dear parents who have given a wonderful life to us. Yes, no doubt about it. Is it? Yeah. So, here I wish to give you a brief introduction about the paper. That our paper name is, the course title name is the Pedagogy of English, or it is also called as Pedagogy of Teaching English. So, the word pedagogy itself gives a meaning that pedagogy means teaching. Yes, as for you have studied so many courses till now. So, when you compare to this paper to your last studied courses, you may have a you may get a different thing, that like here you are going to learn about the teacher's behavior of a teacher in the classroom, the teaching behavior of the teacher in the classroom, and how a subject should be dealt, and how the language is going to be teach. Okay, how you are going to teach in the classroom, and what are the aims and objectives of teaching the language, are the aims and objectives of teaching especially English language, because our paper is English, no doubt about it. So, the teacher behavior of the teacher in the classroom, and how a teacher equips the students to learn with the necessary skills to use the language easily and effectively with the knowledge in spoken as well as in the written forms of the language. Okay, so today I am dealing with the most important, the oldest method of all the methods, called GTM method. What is GTM? Grammar translation method. This is a very much important topic, because this is also called as the oldest method of all the methods, and before going into the topic, I have made some list about methods of teaching. So here I have made a 7 methods list here. The methods of teaching English, the first and foremost method is GTM method. Okay, so what is GTM? GTM is grammar translation method. This method is also called as classical method. This method is also called as the traditional method, and the oldest method of all the methods in the English language, teaching. Okay, so here GTM method was propounded by Professor Karl Plotz, right? And the second method, direct method. Direct method was propounded by Maximilian Berlitz. And the next method is audiolingual method. Audiolingual method was propounded by Charles C. Fries. And the bilingual method. Bilingual method was propounded by C.J. Dodson. And the next method is Dr. West new method, and it is also called as Dr. West method. The Dr. West method was propounded by Michael Philip West, and the next method is TPR method. What is TPR? TPR is nothing but total physical response method. Okay, this total physical response method was propounded by James Asher, and the next method is communicative language teaching method. This communicative language teaching method was propounded by and advocated by Richards and Roberts. So this is the list of some methods which are very much useful for our teaching English language in the classroom. Okay, so now I am going to give definition about method. What is the word method refers to? Method. This word is extracted from the Latin language word called as mode or way. That means method is nothing but which shows the way to teach the language, or it is a communicative or communication between a teacher and a taught, and it tells about how the communication skills are going to be equipped with the teacher and the students. Okay, this is all about. So now we shall move towards a brief history of GTM method. Okay, so GTM method is the other names of GTM methods are the oldest method, traditional method and classical method, because this is the foremost method which was introduced firstly to teach the language in the classroom. Okay, and that's why it is called as oldest method of all the method and the traditional method, and also it is called as classical method. And in USA it is also called as Prussian method. Okay, and this method was proposed by Professor Carl Julius Plotz. Okay, so Professor Carl Julius was advocated this method to teach English language in the classroom. Okay, and then this is originally used to teach Greek and Latin language. Yes, in later years, this method was used to teach foreign languages. When teacher wants to make the students to learn the foreign language, there the teacher used this method to translate each and every word and sentence by sentence in translating into the native language or a pupil language. The native language is nothing but the regional language, which we can say here Telugu is our native language, and the foreign language can be the English. Okay, because English becomes a second language when we enter into the schooling. Okay, when we enter into schooling. Okay, so here it was originally used to teach Greek and Latin language because it is advocated by the teachers to teach foreign language to the students. And in this method, syllabus consists of a few prose pieces, poems and grammar. In this GTM method, what was the syllabus? The syllabus is about teacher selects some passages or some paragraphs from the English textbook or English proses or English poems or any of a grammar element. Okay, so their teacher translates into a mother tongue. Okay, that means the pupil's language. So this in GTM method, teacher translate every word or sentences into the pupil's language. That's why it is called as GTM method, grammar translation method, and it is a way of learning a language through detailed study of grammar. Yes, no doubt about this, because in this method teacher make the students to know the rules of grammar and how the sentence is structured in the paragraph or a passage. Okay, so with the help of teacher, students going to translate the words and sentences into the mother tongue. That's why it is called as GTM method. The priority is given to accuracy and complete sentences. Yes, because in GTM method, teacher prefers the accurate knowledge and complete sentences to the students. That means teacher gives a preference to the students to know the knowledge about accurate and complete sentences in the language. That means each and every word and sentences are going to be translated into the native language, or they are going to be translated into the mother tongue of the pupil. That's why the priority is given to accurate knowledge or accuracy and complete sentences without leaving any word or sentence in the passage or any of a context which is selected by the teachers. Okay. So now let's move towards what are the features of GTM method. So what are the features of GTM method? The first feature is elaborate of explanations of grammar. Yes. So the elaborate of explanations of grammar, because in paragraph, that means a combination of letters is called word. A combination of sentences are called paragraph. Yes. A combination of words are called sentence. Is it? Yes. So here teacher makes every pupil to understand how the sentences are structured, how the meaning is. So let's move towards what are the features of GTM method. Okay. The first feature of GTM method is elaborate of explanations of grammar. Yes. So teacher helps the students to know the grammar rules in a detailed way. In GTM, grammar is going to be taught in a detailed way. That means how the sentences are formed, how the words are structured into a meaningful sentence, how the words are built into a meaningful sentences, right? Sentence by sentence and paragraph by paragraph. Okay. So here teacher gives more knowledge about rules of grammar. That's why it is called as, it is one of the feature of a elaborate of explanations of grammar. And the second feature is teaching of vocabulary items in the form of word lists. Yes. So as we all know that English is one of our toughest subject, because there is only one teacher who makes every student to learn English language, that is in the school. No doubt at all. Is it? Yeah. So here teaching of vocabulary items in the form of word list. That means students should get the knowledge of the target language and the words, how to pronounce and what are the meanings of the words. That's why teacher makes a list of words and she or he make another list of a word, that each word is going to be translated into the mother tongue, and the word which is listed in English list, that word what can be said in the mother tongue, like that. Okay. So each word is going to be translated into mother tongue. That's why teacher makes a list of words of meaningful words. Okay. And here reading of difficult text. The next feature is reading of difficult text. That means teacher selects a different text from the English lesson or English textbook to give the students and make a translated one. Each and every word or each and every sentence is going to be translated into the mother tongue or in the pupil's language. So translate of sentences by reading of difficult text. That means each word and sentence are going to be translated into the mother tongue with the help of the teacher. Use of mother tongue. So the fourth feature of a GTM method is translation of sentences. So here Pupil had given a passage or a paragraph to translate each and every sentence in that into the mother tongue. That means Pupil make use of mother tongue to translate each sentence into the mother tongue. Okay. And here use of mother tongue. Yes. Okay students. By following the brief history of GTM method, and the features of grammar translation method. Now we will see what are the advantages of this method. That means what are the merits of this method. Okay. So here the first and foremost advantage is learners acquire vocabulary easily and in effective way. Yes, no doubt. Because learner is permitted and given an opportunity to use the mother tongue to understand the target language and translate each and every word of a target language into the mother tongue. So, every learner feels very much comfort and convenient zone to translate and understand the words in a target language very easily. And peoples may get the knowledge of vocabulary in target language by using their mother tongue. Okay, and next move towards the second advantage of this GTM method is understanding is too easy. Yes, because here teacher herself makes the use of mother tongue in translating each and every word or each and every sentence into the mother tongue. Is it? Teacher uses the teaching of foreign language by translating the words into the native language. That's why student understands very easily and need not to feel the difficulty level to understand the foreign language. Okay, and the third advantage is it saves the teacher's time and labor. Yes, because teacher need not to struggle to make ready the lesson plan to the classroom before going into the classroom, because here teacher uses the mother tongue which makes every teacher to feel very much comfort to teach the foreign language into the mother tongue, because here the target language, English lessons also going to be teach into the mother tongue by using the native language of a puppy. That's why teacher does not feel much struggle and need not to do much labor work or need not to spend much time or more economic towards preparing the lesson plan to the classroom. Okay, and here the fourth advantage is explanation of grammar rules are made in L1. L1 is nothing but language 1, that is the native language of a pupil, and L2 is the target language or the foreign language which they are going to learn. Okay, and so here explanation of grammar rules are made in L1. So teacher made every student to understand the grammar rules and apply that understood grammar rules to translate the word and sentences into the mother tongue. That's why the grammar rules are all explaining in mother tongue by the teacher. That's why the students feel so much happy to translate the words of a target language into their mother tongue. Yes. So, the last advantage of this method is the comprehension of the learners can be quickly tested. Yes. So, every teacher who is selected GTM method to teach the English lesson in the classroom, the teachers feel so much happy because our target is as a teacher, our target is better understanding of the student. Is it? So here teacher explains the lesson by translating the words by translating the sentences, by translating everything what he or she is going to explain, is it? So into the mother tongue. That's why the comprehension, the understanding of the students can be taken into consideration very easily, because learners feel so happy, because every student is going to be translate the words and sentences into the mother tongue, is it? So with the help of mother tongue, English teacher also takes a opportunity to translate or to explain the lessons, the poems, grammar element, grammar rules, or any detailed explanation of anything with the help of the mother tongue. So that's why the comprehension of the learner, the understanding of the learner is made very easily and tested very quickly. That means we can able to see the students' face expression while teaching the lesson, whether the students are understanding our lesson or not. That's why. So here, while teaching a lesson by following GTM method, we can able to understand very quickly, very easily, very fastly while teaching the lesson, because student understanding is very good in this lesson, because teacher following the mother tongue. Teacher follows the mother tongue. The target language is also explaining or translating into the mother tongue. That's why the comprehension of the learners can be quickly tested. Thank you. Till now, students, we came to know about what is grammar translation method, the brief history of grammar translation method, and what were the features of grammar translation method and advantages of grammar translation method. Is it not? Yes. So now it is time to know what are the disadvantages of this method and what demerits does GTM method have. Okay. And then what are the criticism given by other linguistics about this grammar translation method. And the first and foremost disadvantage of this method is emphasize on the mechanical learning. Yes. So in GTM method, child is not learning in a natural environment. Learners are not learning a language in a natural way. So teachers in this method, teachers are forcing the students by giving an instructions and the commands to translate the words and sentences into their mother tongue. That's why it is totally mechanical, and child learning stage is not an effective language learning in this method. Okay, so why it is called as, it is one of the disadvantages of grammar translation method. Okay, and the second disadvantage is not focusing on listening and speaking. That means in grammar translation method, teachers are giving more importance on reading and writing. That means the paragraphs or the passages, the sentences, the word from prose, poems and literature or any of a grammar element, they are all going to be translated into the mother tongue. Is it not? Into the pupils language. That's why it is completely giving more importance on reading and writing. It is not giving focus on listening and speaking. That means a teacher taking help from the mother tongue, and a student is given more importance on mother tongue, because every word and every sentence is going to be translated into the mother tongue. They are taking help from the mother tongue. In this point, students are following their teacher. That's it. That is why teaching is the fourth disadvantage of grammar translation method is not having active role of the student. That means the children in the GTM method are becoming passive learners, because in general we can say that the education should be like child-centric. The education for children, not for teacher. Is it not? It should not be like a teacher-centric. Is it not? So that's why grammar translation is totally incorrect. To teach target language, to teach English language in the classroom, because it is giving more importance on translating the English words into the pupil's language, not in a equal language. That's why it is one of the disadvantage of the grammar translation method. And the next disadvantage is thousands of words in English are no exact equivalents in other languages. As this is correct, because the so many words in English which we cannot translate into another language. Is it not? I can tell that some subjects like biology, medical words, some words like champion, some words like eyes, joy, happiness. This can be explained in English in a better way. But whereas if you want to translate into other language, we may not get an exact word to translate into other language. Is it not? So that's why. And one more example. When we go for higher education, we have only the reference materials we can get only in a English language, not in another language. Is it not? So how important English is in our world, we should know that. Is it not? So that's why grammar translation is totally ineligible for competent teacher. And some words like related to musical instruments, like what you call some mathematical words, mathematical formulas, names, we cannot translate into another language. That's why it is only suitable to incompetent teacher, ineligible teacher, untrained teacher who wants to pass the time in the classroom. So this is totally not suitable for the competent teacher, proficient teacher. I can say damn sure it is not a good method, a suitable method to the eligible teachers. Okay, and so this completes our today's GTM method topic. So here, if you have any doubts, you can message me through WhatsApp, or you can call me at any time. Right? Thank you so much.